It was 3 years ago, and I was just running around doing my life, busy, busy mom, publicist. I was on time for my mammogram appointment, and I was met by Cassandra, who is an incredible technician here in the breast center at Englewood, and she's actually known as the breast whisperer because she really can detect a lump with her hands like nobody else. She truly has a gift. And when I met her for the first time, I was still in that hurried state of mind. You know, I had my robe on. I'm like, just let's do this. I need to get out of here. And she immediately felt the lump. Next thing I knew, I was in another room. Dr. Sanchez, who is the head of pathology here at Englewood, director of pathology, took a needle biopsy, and it came back benign. So I was pretty relieved. I really thought that I was off the hook at that point. And Dr. Sanchez came back in, I'll never forget, in his white lab coat, and he said to me, "I see a shadow." And that's when I knew that there was something wrong. I remember calling my dad and saying, "Daddy, I think I have breast cancer." And it was the hardest phone call I ever had to make. When I was in that room by myself waiting for the final news to be delivered, I felt so alone and so vulnerable, and I just couldn't believe I was in this situation. And when Dr. Sanchez entered the room with his staff and he did deliver the news, it was scary as hell to hear those words. At the same time, they were very sweet and comforting. They hugged me. Dr. Sanchez actually held me because he saw that I was there by myself, and he was so human and warm and kind. I really felt that he was my protector from that moment on, even though I just met him that day. I will always think of Cassandra as my angel. I was never a very religious or spiritual person before breast cancer, but let me tell you, after this, you kind of will take whatever help you can get. When I entered the room and I met her, she smiled. She was so, so sweet. And when she said, "I feel a lump," and put a sticker on it, I think I may have gotten a little defensive because who wants to hear that news? And I had a clinical exam not that long before then. And she said, "This is what we do. This is what we do. We find, if something's there, we'll find it and we'll make it okay." Oh my
How
God.
are you?
Oh my God.
Oh,
You're always going to be my angel.
well, I thank you. I generally see patients who are coming in for their annual screening mammograms. I should say my prayer is, I hope there's nothing there, but if it's there, I hope I find it.
My primary goal for women who walk through the doors of our breast center, who deep down inside are thinking, "I'm coming in for my mammogram, but is this going to be the day that changes the rest of my life?" That we make her feel warm and safe and comfortable. And when that screening mammogram detects something that is abnormal and we diagnose them with a breast cancer, the very same day that they know that we're here for them, and we're going to hold their hand and walk them through the entire process. What I think sets us apart in this breast center from almost every other breast center that I've heard of, we have our breast cytopathologists right here in the breast center when patients are here. So all of our patients who are coming in, whether it's for a regular mammogram, a screening mammogram, or a diagnostic mammogram, actually have a clinical breast examination by a nurse practitioner or a physician's assistant. So we not only image their breasts, we feel their breasts, and sometimes there are masses or abnormalities that can be felt but are not picked up on imaging. And if we feel something or see something that looks abnormal, our breast cytopathologist is right here on the floor. So we bring the patient right over, introduce them to the pathologist. They will put a needle in that mass or in that abnormality, and we have a result very rapidly. We all understand what it's like to be a patient and what it's like to have a family member or a loved one as a patient.
3 years ago when I was diagnosed, the Graft Center didn't even exist here at Englewood Hospital, and I think it's such an incredible addition to the hospital because you can have your treatment, your diagnosis, your care, and then you can really continue through your journey of survivorship here with Reiki, massage, acupuncture, and it's all under one roof. It's really such a great place. And the one thing that really hasn't changed in the past 3 years is the staff and the attention to care and detail that this hospital really stands behind.
The great thing about the center is that it's really open to anyone. We have patients who come in from the community who just want to focus on their general wellness and well-being. And we also have patients from the hospital who are going through either treatment or who are ill who also utilize our services for overall wellness. We actually work very closely with the breast center and also with the oncology offices next door. It's very convenient for patients to be able to come here for services. And the services really do go hand in hand. A lot of what we offer, for example, acupuncture and massage, can really help patients who are going through treatments to get through that time, either by helping them with pain, nausea, or other symptoms that happen as a result of their treatments. It really, really helps. And being here in the hospital, it's very convenient because it's almost like a one-stop shop. They can come in for their treatments, they come here for other services, and it's really been working out great.
I definitely look at life in a different perspective. I think I take more risks. I think I put fun before work a little bit, maybe a little bit too much. I just think it's important to fill your soul with happiness and joy and laughter.